I know. I feel like I've had to track you down, you Miss Little Globetrotter, you.
It's been a whirlwind for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how about we start with telling everybody a little bit about who you are and what you're
Sure.
doing, and how we got in touch.
Sure. I live in Los Angeles and I am a travel writer. I have a site called Lala Scoop where we cover the best of LA and charity style, fashion, beauty, restaurant reviews.
Fun.
I was a teacher for many, many years, third grade for 17 years. And now I privately tutor. And I was just on tour with Mariah Carey teaching the manager's children for a month and a half. And yeah.
Exciting. Wow, it sounds like you've been just in this awesome whirlwind of an event. So talk to me a little bit about, we made contact a while ago, I think via Twitter, and I saw a blog that you had about egg freezing.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. I can't remember how you found me. I thought it was on Facebook, but I don't know.
Oh, maybe
But
it was.
no,
Facebook,
it's okay.
Twitter, it's all the same.
Yeah, no. So last year I just turned 42, so depressing. But last year I decided at 41 to freeze my eggs. It was a really sort of freaky process because I didn't know where to start, what to do, and I had a lot of friends around my age, anywhere from like 35 to 40ish, and they all are in sort of the same boat. We haven't met. Well, now I have met a great guy that I hope to have children with soon, but we were all sort of in the same boat in terms of wanting to have children, not wanting to regret not having children. And so another friend and I both decided to freeze our eggs, and we went through I guess you could say, a service company that helped us through the process. And so I decided to freeze my eggs last year.
That's so exciting. So you did it with a friend, like you kind of tag teamed and did this
Um,
together, or you were just each other's
no,
support system?
yeah, more of a support system. We sort of
Oh,
started rallying together in the beginning and went to an event learning about it, and then we both ended up doing it around the same time, which was kind of funny.
yeah.
So that's how it all started.
Did you hear about egg freezing ever before this, or was it through the service that you were partnered with that you had learned
Um,
about it?
I heard about it a little. Oh, no, I'm echoing now. I heard about it a little, but not that much. I just heard of it through conversation and through other friends. I think this service was a new thing that, from what I gather, is happening all over the United States and the world now, and it seems like to be the norm almost for like late 20s, early 30s girls getting their eggs frozen. But it only became, actually, you know what? I contacted somebody. That's not true. Probably like 5 or 6 years ago, I went to a place, and it was so expensive, and the possibilities of having your eggs actually work was really low.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's at least that's what they told me, unless it was fertilized with the
Mm-hmm.
sperm, and I
Right.
didn't have anybody that I was planning on being with at that point. Around 35, I went, I think, and
Mm-hmm.
so I just sort of gave up on the idea, hoping that at 35, hopefully, I'd meet somebody. Um, and then, sure enough, around 41, I learned about, I'd heard about friends that were freezing their eggs that were younger than me. Um, and so that sort of, it was on the brain a lot because I was like, this opportunity may pass me by and I may never have children.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it's really, I mean, you're bringing up some really great points. About 5, 6 years ago, it really was. The technology was a lot less advanced than it is now. In 2012, Reproductive Society of Medicine determined that it wasn't experimental anymore. So you are tapping into it in an important time period. So at least you were able to take advantage of the technology. And so did the agency help you choose where to go and what doctor to see and that
Exactly.
process?
They pretty much held my hand. It was called Great Expectations, and literally, I had no idea how to approach the whole thing, what to do, what the process was. And so, I mean, I think now I probably could have just done it on my own if but I really didn't know what to do at that point. So it was nice to have somebody that sort of walked you through everything and told, they paired me with a doctor, but I ended up changing to another doctor who I fell in love with. So I really lucked out by having this incredible doctor, like by chance. And yeah, it helped guide me through the process, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like Great Expectations really took the worry and the fear out of the anxiety that maybe you would have felt otherwise.
Yes, I had so much anxiety over it. It was like such a stressful decision to make. I think even more so because of the money, because it was so expensive, and it was a lot of money to shell out in the hopes that I may use these eggs later.
Right.
I'm really happy I did it. Yes, I'm so happy I went through it. I have a lot of friends who are actually doing it now, and I would encourage everybody to do it.
Yeah, I do. I feel the same way. I mean, I literally tell all my girlfriends if they're hesitating for one moment, it's the exact moment that you need to go freeze your eggs.
Right. I only wish I did it earlier.
Right. Exactly. I think everybody feels that way. Well, we at least are in the generation that can at least take advantage of vitrification and some of the new technology that's advanced from egg freezing. So that's great. Well, I really appreciate what you're doing and everything that you've been so open about your story. It's part of the reason why I feel like we connected so early on, because you were just so friendly and honest about how you felt. How about you share a little bit about like when you were going through the meds and that process? You were talking about how it felt kind of weird and different and strange. And
it was horrible. No, I mean, it's looking back on it, it was fine. But during the time, I was like, oh my God. My mother actually came for the end of it when they retrieved the eggs, and she was, just worried. So she came for like 10 days. But before that, I was basically shooting myself up in the stomach every night, and I don't even like needles. And now I'm
I didn't
a pro.
either. I know, but we became pros at it, didn't we? I mean,
yeah, for
it's
sure.
strange.
I mean,
the first one was tough.
Sure.
The first one was tough.
Yeah, I mean, like I was basically shooting myself up with 3 shots a night. And so, you get over it. You just grab your fat and try not to look and hope for the best. It took some getting used to for sure, but, oh my God, it was horrible. I'm just glad it's over. But, I mean, after you do it a few days, it's just like, it's like another thing.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you had great family support.
Yeah, I did. My dad, thanks to my father, he was, extremely, I don't know if he was like supportive of the whole situation, but financially helped me out a lot. I, spoke to him about it, and I felt like it was now or never. And if I didn't do it, I would really regret it. And now I've met a great guy, and we're talking about having kids soon. And if I can't get pregnant the real way, the natural way, then at least I have these eggs to potentially use, and hopefully they'll work. But yeah, my mother, I was so happy she came out. She'd never actually been to LA, and so it was an awesome, I got to show her Los Angeles as well as she had to go to doctor's appointments with me. So it was great. It was good. I was glad
she's investing in her future grandchildren, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, have you heard of the I don't know if it's a myth, but my doctor told me, it's like, oh, you are going to meet your special someone after you egg freeze. Like it always happens. Like this calm comes over you, right? And it's like now all of a sudden the sexy vibes are out. And I think that totally happened for you.
I know, it's so weird because I never thought I would meet anybody at least as amazing as the guy I've met. He's been so incredibly sweet and kind, and it's just the best relationship I've ever been in my life. And it's like it took 41 years to find the love of my life, and I never thought it would happen. Honestly, I never ever thought I would meet someone as amazing as the guy I'm with. And so yeah, it's crazy. I guess people, my doctor said that too. My doctor's like, I hope to see you in here, pregnant in a year or whatever. And it's like, oh my God.
That could actually happen.
May happen. Yeah.
So exciting. Well, you just have a really great story, and I'm so thankful that we met. And thanks for being such an open, honest, candid conversation. It really, I think you help a lot of people by being that way. So
Sure.
thanks
Thanks.
for everything you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, any advice that you would give women that are hesitating or maybe debating this option? Um,
I think financially it's a lot to tackle, but I would encourage and tell everyone to do it. I mean, find a way. I don't know, just find a way to pay it off, or they have sometimes financial plans. But I would greatly encourage anyone, like, 35, definitely. I wish I did it, sooner. But even when I looked into it, it was not the technology and the it's not what it is now. But I would just say do it, because you don't want to have that regret. I know I have friends my age, and I know that they want to do it, um, and so I just feel like find a way to do it, because you don't want to be in a couple of years, then you can't, get pregnant. I mean, I know people that we go out to eat with, and they tried for 5 or 6 or 7 years, and they still can't get pregnant, and so now they're considering using like their cousin's egg and their husband's sperm, and hopefully trying to carry it and make it work. So
those are
yes,
tough situations and a lot
really
of things to think about. A lot harder than just freezing your eggs and
right,
being your own
right,
egg donor someday if you have to be. Or even
yeah,
for kid number 2 or number 3. Like, it may not be for kid number 1.
right, right.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's what my boyfriend says too. He's like, well, maybe the second kid will be using your eggs. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're already having this conversation.
Oh, I love them already. Well, cheers to all the good guys out there that are actually wanting to settle down and have kids with their partners. It's rare. So you're really special.
Oh, you're so sweet. I feel so lucky to have met this special guy. So
Fantastic. Well, I won't take up any more of your time, but we'll make sure to send everyone to your Lala Scoop blog so they can read about your story firsthand. And let's keep in touch, because you're doing really fun and amazing things. And I look forward to seeing what you're up to next.
thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Bye now.
Bye bye.